We are live. Time to open us a game. Oop. There we go. This should be some Norse versus some Lizards to start us off with. Then we're gonna look at some Chaos and Kislev, I believe. Then back to Norse, then back to Chaos, then back to Norse. We're basically playing catch-up. I was not able to do last week because I was still feeling awful from some vaccines, as one does. Hey, Soundwave. We still need to do our friendly at some point. It's still on the fridge, don't worry. Let's get us some skills added on. We're gonna go added skills for this. Just because I don't like looking at regen and block on every player. Chevrons. I don't hate chevrons. It's decent. Block werewolf, block ghouls. Now in this matchup, as the Norse, you really want to be hitting the... Oh wait, this is not the match I thought it was. I thought it was in the Lizard match. Did Blubble bug, or did I just forget to select the right one? Either way, this is the most recent match. This is fine, we'll just go with it. In this matchup, you really want to be hitting the ghouls as much as you can, because they don't have regen. Other high priority targets, the werewolf. Well, Glava, I didn't do it last week, so that was not your fault. And I think you were there the last time I did it, though. Yeah, this looks like either a werewolf MNG or something like that. I'm not sure the specifics, but this isn't like a horribly uncommon thing to get into. Not using block on the first hit. A little questionable by the Necro. Not using block on the second hit. Also questionable by the Necro. Lucky Kaz, but roll that. No bench for the Norse yet. They've been suffering a lot of attrition this season. And we have a kick movement up lineman, which I told Bear would not be my recommendation, but, you know, take the move up if you want it. Oh, also, Bear didn't get to use kick because this was on the outside. Yeah, okay. That's a little first-time kick error, you know. If you have him on the outside in setup, you don't get to use the kick skill. No, it's not. But I told Bear that, you know, it's a Norse lineman. They'll die eventually anyways. It's like, whatever. This wolf is surfable. This wolf is surfable. So, before even seeing the next turn, this wolf takes 3 pushes to get off the pitch. You have a frenzy piece, and he's based on another piece. So you know you have 3 pushes. It's just a matter of, is it worth committing to? Because right now it's bang, bang, and then you bring another player, you hit him out, and he's gone. Surf. I would probably do it. Guaranteed removals are super powerful turn 1. If your opponent ever gives you a free surf on turn 1, you almost always take it. Unless you're playing like Wood Elves or Skaven, where they're just going to score on turn 2 if you take it. But even then, you probably still take it. Yep. Necro's got to be careful with their frenzy. And I will add, obviously I'm going to be focusing more on the Norse this match, because Bear is my mentee. But definitely advice for the Necro coach is also good. Taking the PAL is fine if you're not going for the surf, but Bear's also getting back into heavy basing, which we're trying to break that habit. We don't need to base here. There's not much accomplished by doing this. You could have accomplished the same level of defense by being one square off. So, as an example, if this player was here, this elf was here, and he was still here, the Necro still have a hit, but they only have one blitz. They can only hit one player to try to get through. So they could hit one player, try to walk through. Which they can still break through. Like, it's not impossible. But you don't suffer attrition doing it this way. Whereas right now, you're taking attrition. And it's just really hard to demonstrate, like, how that makes the game play different because you've not done it. My recommendation is honestly just play a practice game, play a spin game, play a CCL game, where when you are on defense, whenever you want to base heavily like this on an early turn, just stand one space off and see how the play develops differently. Because it's a... Because I can keep saying it, but I think you've just not been able to witness how effective it is. And also, I keep looking for an example for you of where someone does it, but all the Rebbl games I have replays of, they're all like 1800 TV where that logic kind of flies out the window with bash teams. But if anybody has like a good replay of like an Agi team or bash team just not basing and still putting up a solid defense, if you could send me a link to that, that'd be great. You won't base me? Oh, it's so sweet. You'll just let me not do anything. Yep. Because even if you don't get knockdowns, the pushes are able to break open holes in the defense. It's like right here. This is pretty cleared up. Necro's not running through. Good. And we have a surf here. Ooh, we're taking it. And the thing is like the all-man's defense would probably work as like chaos or orcs or something really bashy dwarves. But even then, it's not always the optimal way to do your defense. That being said, getting really aggressive with basing does potentially open up hits on the ball, but you need to do it tactically, you need to do it at the right time. Yep. Yeah, and the Niggle Berserker is a little exposed, but it is basing the ball, so it is actually doing something. And all these are based, and they have to make dodges to get free. And the line positioning is not very good for protecting the ball. Blitzing with the ball carrier. With block at least. Oh, is this also niggled? Oh yeah, that's niggled. You hardcore chase this even if it doesn't have the ball, and you foul this. That's open. You take that hit. So that frees up the lineman. You come... get some assist. 1 GFI, okay. That was a spooky dodge. I'm not sure I agree with that. You should have removed the runner first. Oh, actually, the runner's being here to retrieve the ball. Never mind. But this is surfable, so it is spooky. It's a great hit as well. Lineman's almost leveled. Aside from the basing, Bear's been doing pretty well. And taking the one dies last with block. And also, I know that Bear blitzed with the 4 SPP Ulf, but we've talked about that. They're trying to get SPP on it from the casualty by blitzing with it a little more aggressively. So that's understandable. That's, like, with purpose. The John Madden of football. And this has just become a scrum. You have more blocks, so in theory you should win it. And you're up no, you're even players. So this will become just who rolls better dice, who does the hits better. And chain pushes. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Uh-oh. One die. Gets lucky. But the runner's able to pick up the ball. I think I would have gone for the ball before taking that dodge, to be honest. Use the reroll for this. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. It does have red dice on the ball, though. Yeah, no Yeti. No Yeti. Which, the Yeti is kind of a... Here's my view on the Yeti. The Yeti is okay early. However, once you have a Palmer, I don't think the Yeti's nearly as useful. And the Yeti takes a lot of commitment to get doing any sort of decent. Because it doesn't have block, it doesn't have Mighty Blow. It's great against orcs, it's great against chaos, but I think until you're able to get some other removals more consistently, I think it's like really a wonky piece. I'm not huge on the Yeti myself. Now, if the Yeti had mutation access, I would like it a lot more. If it could get tentacles. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Sidewave. The Bash team demographic in Rebbl make it look better than it is. But against, like, agility teams, I think the Yeti's useless. Whereas other big guys that can get tents, I think they're great in Bash and Agi. So, like, Underworld Trolls, Chaos Minotaurs, I like even, but they take a lot of commitment too to get started. But that's kind of that argument all over again. The Yeti's like what, 110? 120? It's not actually that much. Underworld Troll is amazing. Underworld Troll is one of the best big guys in the game. Yikes. Wow, got him. Sorry, Yeti. Quick, mods. Timeout sine wave. Oh, wait. They're already a mod. Ah. It's going good, Yeti. How you been? How you been? Oh. But this is decent. I don't think you're forced to score, especially if you blitz this. Yep. Making good decisions. Good decisions. Still even mans. Then here you're just stalling, try to score on turn 8 if you can. Otherwise, you know, take your hits. I don't think there's anything else I would foul. You're already down mans, you have no spare players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can get 1 die on the ball. Oh, this is actually, that'd be double G5 because this is move 5. Both down to 0 rerolls, as you do. I don't hate this. Getting these players down so we have hits on the ball. And here I would likely just score without a reroll. Yeah, I would just go ahead and score. Take your defensive touchdown and go home. I wouldn't even... yeah, I didn't like that hit. You don't want to take a 1-9 without a reroll when you're gonna potentially give up a score. Yep, it's a good thing to have note of. I don't like this. This should have been a white blitz. What? We on like 4 SPP or something? No. That looks like an Apo. Works. But yeah, right here, this is a great example of determine if you have to score this turn. And if you don't have a reroll, score without dice. Yep. That was a walk-in. Whenever you're on defense, you don't have to stall as aggressively when you can score on defense. So if you are on offense, stalling can be important, but even on offense, it's better to take a forced touchdown than to give up the touchdown entirely. Okay. Yep. Stopped the offensive score, but could have been up 1-0 going into your own drive. So that's something to be aware of. Also, this Necroteam has 4 rerolls. Yeah, one turning was just so unlikely. Because there's a ghoul, and that's about it. And that's a lot of pushes without Frenzy. And down players. If a college Necro team did a 1-turn. This is you don't really want to put extra players on the line to the Necro player. It's not a good idea. That's how you get players hit. Goes down. How many players are we down? 3? Loves going for blitzes before other hits are set up. Oh, okay. That's fine. I do think with the Yeti, I would have gone after the zombie instead. But I might have positioned differently in general, though. And this is mostly fine. I don't have any real problems with this. Except maybe he gives up a little space over here, but there's only zombies over here, and they're super slow. Ball based. GG. Underworld's a fun team. I enjoy them. You know, I've heard that they do pretty good with Claw Palm. They're okay, I guess. Uh-oh. We are surfable. I'm not a fan of this. Ball is not protected. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna point out several things about this. First of all, this is a 3+ dodge with the ball that we don't need to take. 1 in 9 to turn over and be in a really dangerous position. Second of all, we're basing the ball in front of our team and taking a 1 in 9 into a 1 in 9 blitz, which, if either of these 1 in 9s fail, ball is exposed, it gets hit, and we're in trouble. And then lastly, this also is requiring that we get another player up here. No, we can't make this safe. We can't make this safe. So what happens is, this Ulf can get hit by either of these and get knocked away. And the ball can be hit on 1D. Like, the ball is going to be hit on 1D. Because this defender is marked, and any other defender we can bring over here won't be able to make it worse than a 1D. Yep, and the light should come in and take this hit now, rather than waiting on this. Why are you GFIing? Okay, so the Necro had really bad turn ordering and should have taken a hit on the ball first. And we're hitting with the ball. We could have hit with the Ulf there and broke through. Blitzed with. Yeah, I'm a little confused by this. Yeah, putting players on fleshy isn't super wise for sure. And the ball is still exposed. Like, this is still a hit. And this is the surf. And we didn't take the dice on the ball, which I'm not approving of. We also could have surfed the Ulf, funny enough. We went here, we went bang. Okay, good. Regen has not worked this game. 0 for 2. Now, I don't dislike the surf, but I want to see if there's a better way to get a surf here. Because I'm thinking there probably was. Because from what I'm seeing, I see a way to help clear the ball and get serfs. Okay, so right here's where we're at. Wondering, is the right hit ever here? And then we have this surf available. No, never mind. Let's ignore that. I don't think there was a... Oh yeah, we could do... that would take a dodge though. Yeah, there's a couple ways to get multiple surfs there. But this is okay. I don't like leaving the ball based. This is still just giving up 1 dice on the ball, which is a, what, 1 in 3 to turn over the ball? And then with a reroll that goes up to, like, what, 50% to knock down? The main thing is just we've seen this multiple turns in a row. We're leaving the ball open to a 1-die hit when we don't have to. Because right now, this just takes the blitz. This takes the blitz and it's a 1-die hit. Now, I don't know if the Necro can score, since their only fast piece is right here. But their chances aren't 0. Okay. Necro did a decent job with the hand they were dealt. I think I would have followed to mark the runner, but it probably would have just gotten you surfed anyways. This gets surfed. Well done. We are seeing a lot more surfs out of Bear on a Tricycle, though. And starting to realize the power of surfs, the power of less players. Blitzing with the ball again. Not a fan of that. Yeah, and right now there's still a 1-die hit on the ball. Yeah, I think this is the roughest half of Bears I've seen. One die. Gets the knockdown. How many mans are we at? Down 3 versus down 4? Yeah, and being players up, the North should be feeling a lot more comfortable. Okay, I don't mind this hit. This hit's fine. 2-die into 2-die. Gonna base for the surf. The ball is exposed to another one die. But, by extension, the Ulf is safe from the surf because the ball is exposed. Why are we... Oh, Necro's taking blocks on the wrong... If you stood this piece up, that was a 2-die. Yeah, there were a lot of turns where the ball was basing someone. So, this was a win for Bear, but I want Bear to be aware that this was not a very clean game. And you could have won this game anyways, by scoring at the end of the last half. So like, the result shouldn't have been different. But the way this 1-0 was scored should have been different. And leaving the ball exposed basically the entire game. You do what you gotta do. And score. Yeah, I agree. A lot of turn ordering, a lot of exposing the ball for not much gain when you could have accomplished similar things without exposing the ball. Yeah, it very much should have been a 2-0. But even if, let's say you play more conservatively and you don't get a touchdown in this half, you don't have to get a touchdown here. Yep, don't take greed hits on 0 rerolls. Make sure you get your movements. Check if your hit fails. Are you able to still score, or is the score stopped? It's a big one. And nothing really important will happen there. Now we're going to watch a game from... It is easier if you score more than your opponent. That is true. Which one of these? We're going to watch... Should be Kislev we're looking at. This one. So this is 1-2, Chaos versus Kislev. Yeah, it definitely seemed like a, oh, my blocks are really good in my games sort of thing. And that can come from not having a lot of games, but I think Bears played a decent amount of other Blood Bowl matches. Yeah, let's see. We got going on all skills because I literally cannot tell the Kislev apart. I am literally blind. And this was sent in by the Outcast, so we'll try to give advice pretty much for the Chaos, but also a little bit for the Kislev if I know absolutely anything, which I don't. So, you know, apart from the basics sort of thing. It is hard to play this matchup as the Chaos, because you really gotta screen off the leaping pieces from your cages and such, which is hard to do when there's a team full of leaping pieces. And the Kislev can kind of always just take their time and choose when they want to go in, get you in a bad position first, and then take the chance. They don't have to jump at the first opportunity. And that's a start. Do we have any bench? We do have a bench, so it's okay. When replay immediately, we peaked. Nope. Took diagonal hits for the most part, and those were a lot of. You don't have to take them that way, because they were already knockdowns. Yeah, Tab, I'm blind. I can't. This catcher is exposed. You should definitely hit this. It's AV7. And always, before the match starts, make sure you check and see what players have perms and if they have a nickel. If there's a nickel on the enemy team, you know somebody that you're always going to be targeting really aggressively. There's 3 catchers on this team. Kislev catchers are 87, and they're really good pieces. Make sure you hit them when you can. They're also only strength 2. So this blitz... Oh, you're making it a 3-die, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. Didn't get anything from it. I think I probably would have greed rerolled that. You have 4 rerolls this game. Or this turn. This drive. This half. One of these words. But yeah, make it in a 3-die. I love it. Very well done there. Foul? Yeah, you can foul this. You could foul this. I'm not sure it's worth it. Because that's a 2-assist foul on AV8 without Dirty Player. I think I probably would. Just because you would be giving up a lot of position by doing so. Okay, 2+ sleeps into dodges. It's one of many rerolls down. Yeah, Kislev is a little leap happy, but it is with the catchers, which leap on 2+. It's like the same as a dodge if they don't have dodge. So I'm actually not opposed to that. But they are putting them in positions where they are going to get hit. I am opposed to that. We should be hitting this player. Okay, good. And now this player I would foul if he didn't go out right there. Yeah, exposing multiple catchers is not the way. I agree. And you don't have to take that. You have 4 rerolls. But you can also take it. That's like a judgment call. I'm just trying to make sure we're aware. There is the potential. You could reroll that if you want it. You still have 4. You have a greed reroll. At least 1. Especially like the more block you get, the more greedy you can use like a extra reroll the game gets you. Are we going for the pass? Going for a very quick score. And honestly, as Chaos, you're fine if they score here. Like, if they don't score there, you're just going to force them to score. So now you take your time and score yourself. Yeah, I don't think that was a good choice by the Kislev. I think the Chaos benefit very much from that. And still no removals for the Chaos. Kislev do benefit from defending. If they manage to pick the ball back up and score, they're in like a very strong position. That's hard to come back from for the Chaos. But they also have 3 strength 2 pieces. Let's get the setup a little bit. I would be using another block piece on the line here. Doesn't end up mattering, but that's fine. Yeah, they are Agi 4. That is true. But they're also... The strength 2 is pretty impactful as well. This is nice. This is a 3 die. Nice. Doing really well at finding the 3 dice. Huge fan. Okay, good. Push catcher back. Makes sense. Now we are suffering from must cage syndrome here, where we're just so focused on getting the ball safe that we actually give up a decent amount of position. Oh yeah, Outcast has been doing pretty well. They've been learning a lot. They've been doing really well. You know, they always send their match reports in to the Rookie Spotlight, so you know that's definitely the entire reason. It's all me. I did this. But back to what I was actually saying. I actually would like to see if we put players spread out a little bit more up here. It screens off the cage. And it does really well. Because it makes it harder to walk up and leap. It makes it harder to get rid of the assist on the ball. So right now, a player can come mark here, and then we can leap in and hit on 1 die, for instance. So screening off the cage, it forces the leaps earlier in the turn, sort of thing. Because if they want to go in, they're going to have to leap. That's what you should make them do. If you just ball up in a cage, they're just going to take 1 little leap in. But this isn't terrible. This isn't terrible. And I agree, ball should have been carried on block because there's no block skills on the opposing team except for a wrestle. Force them to use the wrestle and hit it yourself. Get the wrestle down and foul it. And then they only have a little bit to they only have a small chance to get the ball down. No, I didn't get COVID. I didn't get COVID. I got a COVID shot. I got a booster. I didn't get COVID. No. Yeah, I likely would have rerolled that as well. yeah, I feel a lot better now. But I got some vaccines, and it made me feel like shit. But I feel good now. Oh, me too. I took a flu shot and a COVID booster at the same time. But I did not feel like a boss. I felt like tired and hot and sad. Cage corners are based. This isn't horrible, though. We're screening off most of the opposing team. Going after the wrestle. I like this. Do you try to keep a screen up? But yeah, it's just where I have some pretty bad asthma. It's pretty recommended that I keep getting my boosters in a timely fashion. And you know, I've come to like the ability to breathe. Okay, just taking our hits. No luck on pals or anything for the Kislev though. Leaping is the same as a dodge, so this is fine. I don't like re-rolling. I don't like re-rolling that. The Kislev are out of re-rolls. They've used them way too aggressively. got to get moving a little bit, but they are one blitz away from being able to break through pretty easily. Didn't have to bring that assist. Whoa. I would have just gone right through here. If you blitz this piece, you have a way through. I don't agree with that. And also, I would employ the Vengabus. So, Vengabus is basically a cage with an extra bit. It looks like a bone. So, this little assist helps keep things from getting rowdy. Doesn't matter too much in this match. No, it does. Because what this piece does is it forces the blitz here or here, depending on where you put the ball. So you get to control more of where your opponent's hitting from by employing a Vengabus. Because it puts an assist on the inside of the cage, so they have to either take another leap or they get a red dice. Preferably yes, but also it depends on where the opponent is. Basically, you get to control where they hit from, is what you're controlling, not necessarily much else. Because they're going to go from the side that's the skinny side that they can reach. And a lot of times you can't prevent them from getting the hit, but you do get to control where the scatter goes. More or less. So right here, you would want them to hit from the top, because actually, I would want them to hit from the top, because then like the ball has a chance of bouncing back to the cage where the players are. But it's really situation dependent. Chaos should be able to bust through here though. You take this hit, you blitz this. Are we done? Okay. Going through, okay. Not employing a sideline cage, good. Not falling for the trick. Yeah, it could have been a 3-die. Could have gotten a 3-die by hitting with, taking this, and then the catcher hit. Not putting a player on the sideline so you don't get served. Okay. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. I do think we could do a little bit more to prevent these from being just dodges away. Like if we brought a player here. Right? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yes, but they're taking it on a 1-die. Yeah, it's really hard to stop the kids of 1-die here because we can't screen off well enough. Oh no, that's where it goes wrong. Yeah, this was Outcast, not your fault. The no reroll cage dive 1-die pickup handoff worked. That's, you know. What do you mean you don't need to be 1 away from the sideline? Well, but they couldn't be 2 away from the sideline with how they were set up, I'm pretty sure. Like, ball could come here. That is true. But then the cages are based anyways. It's also just a matter of, like, it was the worst possible scatter. Yeah, maybe. I find it really hard to say because no matter how you set up, there's still the chance that it goes wrong like that. So the one die is always going to be available, and it always gets a POW. And then, like, you just hope for not the worst possible scatter into the worst possible scatter. Yeah, that is true. If you're one further away, it can't bounce out like that. But in that instance, I think it was the order the blocks were taken made it like that's the right spot. Because there was still stuff in the way on the setup. And that is something to look out for if it's applicable, though. That is very true. I need to get players in scoring range. So on offense, on a 2-turn for Chaos, you really got to go pretty aggressive. So for a Chaos offense, you want to get Beastmen up here. And then some Retrievers back here, doesn't matter. And then your Warriors and stuff taking hits here. Like, that's all fine. But your goal on a Chaos 2-turn is you want to move 6 tiles into scoring range with as many Beastmen as possible across the board. Or, instead of going across the board, another thing you can do is we can try and hard force a side. So, how that would look, we get our players here to take the hits, and then we overload a side with players. And then we start busting through. So we take this hit, we take this hit, and we base into here with our players and screen off a scoring threat. Comes up and stands just in scoring range to get the ball. And depending on the game, depending on the teams, depending on the skills, determines which of those is more likely. It also depends a lot on how your opponent sets up. If they ever fall back and commit to just defending the end zone, it's usually a lot easier. If they're spread out, usually you have to bust through and defend your scoring threat. Just keep that in mind. Yep. The last Beastman should do a GFI to get even closer. And the order you do things really depends on your skills, depends on the kickoff event. Yep. But the most important thing is you have to get the Beastmen in scoring range. If they're not in scoring range, the rest of the turn doesn't matter. So you take the no reroll scoring threats first. So you want to get 2 scoring threats, so they can only blitz 1 and mark the other. And then you do some other stuff, and then you can determine if you need more scoring threats just out of GFI range, or if you're able to pick up the ball. All the important stuff. It's Chaos 2 turns are not super consistent, but they're also not instant losses either. But you do have to set up to score in 2 turns, and you can't do the same setup that you do for an 8 turn, or a 6 turn, or 5 turn. These players had to be on the line, and you had a chance of scoring. still have a chance to score. But we're not set up to protect the player with the ball. Yep. I agree with that. You can also use warriors for that, though. So I like to use, like, I keep the warriors here, and then a beastman can run back to be the middleman, is what I do. But I like to have a potential ball carrier on 2 spots here, so it's like I'll always have 2 players anyways, usually. Yeah, but it's more about I like to have more scoring threats than ball handling pieces back. And it all depends on where the ball lands. But the Chaos Warriors and the extra Beastmen that are both attempting to receive it is usually more than enough. Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, the second one back that doesn't go and pick up the ball becomes the middleman. But I also play with a Minotaur, so, like, I can't spare an extra Beastman. Gives the SPP. That's not bad. So it is important to note that I've played like 50 games with a Minotaur, so my views are a little different. I might not be taking that into account. So you have an extra Beastman than me in your calculation. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that is not rule of 5. That is not protecting anyone. So, in order for this to protect anyone, you gotta bring this player up. Otherwise, the Chaos just gets to hit whichever catcher they want. But yeah, that's the 2-turn setup was really rough for Outcast, but Outcast has been playing really well besides that. I agree. Chaos should come up and base these catchers with your strength 4. I like dropping the player back to help protect the ball. And the kids have been super aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. Going for SPP now, mainly, it looks like. Yep, especially when they have no block or dodge or any skills. Force them to roll dice. It's also important to note, though, that just relying on your opponent's dice to fail is not a consistent strategy. It's used to supplement your other strategies already. Especially the less rerolls they have. Oh yeah. Leap rather than dodge is so much more enjoyable. Don't hate that. Could have made it 3 die, not sure if I would have. Can go either way on that. I like basing the strength twos. And something good to point out, Outcast does not let a diving tackle on the ball. Yeah, it's great as long as you don't have... Is that ball exposed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, I think it is, but like, that's how your ball gets sacked. I think it's fine. Yeah, that's another important one. Using the leap to determine where your body will end if you failed the dodge. Oh, I've just realized Tonk's theme. It's Monty Python stuff. Oh, I just realized Brian, now that's why. I've not seen Kids Love Run-A-Bear in a while. But they do need the SPP, and then they bloat like crazy. But you can do some real magic with high TV Kislev. Rebbl has had Kislev in Div 1 for seasons. Speaking of Kislev, I'm facing Corny Jim on Friday. That'll be a fun game. Jim is playing for playoffs, and I'm playing for as high of a position as possible, I believe. Is that best for low TV Kislev? I don't actually know. I've not played low TV Kislev. I know nothing about it. Well, that's the thing, Glava. They don't need to get claw palmed. You just hit them with Claw Mighty Blow and they explode. Don't need to pile that on. You just rely on all the niggles they have from leaping and failing. It's all the dirty player, honestly. It's like once you get niggled and there's dirty players on the pitch. Yeah, I think that Claw Palm hate is warranted for like losing players, but it doesn't win. Especially when people spam it. Like when somebody has 3 Claw Palmers, if their Claw Palm doesn't proc, they're usually not good at positioning because of the Claw Palm. But it's like their Claw Palm procs every turn, you know, you're just gonna lose all your players, but that just happens anyways. Most of a Claw Palm game is winning before that happens. But if it's like one Claw Palm piece, it's honestly not that bad. But if you're facing like a team of like 6 Claw Palm that's like 800 TV more than you, you'll get a wizard. Something like that. And even if you lose the game, it's fine because they're going to be going against all your other opponents as well. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Claw Palm wins as much as people think. I think the main thing about it is that so many teams that survive have Claw Palm at like the higher TVs, and it's like a brutal game anyways because you're already down 600 TV. This is the go. One die does not work. And I honestly don't agree with leaping into the cage when the reroll's already been used on something else. 'Cause the reroll was already procced, right? Yeah. So I wouldn't leap into the cage when you've... Especially you're 2-0 up, you don't have to stop the score. Yep. Oh, MNG Apo is bad. Yes. MNG Apo is bad. Wait, who did we Apo? I was focusing on other points. Let me take a look at the dice log real quick. What do we got? Pygor, AV9. Oh, Beastman? Actually, I don't think that Apo is bad, but it is bad depending on what you're doing it for, right? So if you're Apoing the MNG in an attempt to win the game, I think it's lame, because it's a 50% chance to get the player back. Otherwise, like, there'll still be MNG'd, permed, or dead. If you're doing it because you've looked at your schedule and you know what you're playing next game, and you want the block goat for next game, I think it's fine. Because there's not really many other players you care about if they get permed. But it does help you depending on your next matchup. Because it's like one of their best players on the team because it's got a skill. So I actually don't hate that Apo at this TV when there's no Mighty Blow, no Dirty Player. Normally, though, I would not Apo that MNG. But depending on your schedule, depending on why you did it, I don't hate it. Yeah, there's the Movement Plus and all the Chaos Warriors, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Because I don't know what was faced next. That really would determine if I thought that was right or not. Looks like they went against humans who have a massive block advantage and some guards, so I don't hate it. Well, yeah, but that's an acceptable risk at times. I don't hold on to the Apo that aggressively in this matchup myself. Like, yeah, Dead Chaos Warrior, but only one of them has SPP. And depending on your bank situation, there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's a very stylistic thing. It is a dicey play if you want just consistently my players don't die. But I also just don't hate it. But I can definitely see arguments for you shouldn't Apo that. But I don't hate that Apo. I'm not sure if I would have done it, but I don't hate it. Yeah, perfect defense doesn't quite cut it. And now the Kislev just hold the ball in the backfield, honestly. If you ever get a chance, you break through and score, win the game 3-1. If not, you just yeet the ball. You vanity pass between some blitzers. Get your level, get them block. Or strength up, or agi plus, or whatever you're going to get them. Do you take agi plus on a blitzer? On a Kislev blitzer? No SPP! Get out of here! 1 in 36. Oh wait, they don't have catch, they have diving catch. Never mind. Yep, I can agree with that. And you push hard for this ball. This is exactly what you should be doing. Base, base, base. Hit, hit, hit. Yep. Not hating this. Not hating this. But yeah, Incesta said, I think we're pretty in agreement that Claw Palm doesn't win games as much as, like, I think Block Guard wins more games spammed than Claw Palm does. Because you reach a critical mass for Claw Palm that you're not going to be able to get more than 1 or 2 off every turn. Unless, like, something goes horribly wrong for your opponent, which, if they fail, like, a first or second action dodge, you're probably going to just do well on your turn anyways. Yep, I do like the movement as a safety. Movement 7 is enough to reach either side of the pitch from the middle without a GFI. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think that Kislev should go in super aggressively. I do think they should try and get a scoring threat. Yep, I agree. I agree completely. Not really able to get a chain push. Go and mark that, because if you focus too hard on that piece, then you can't get the ball anyways, and you lose anyways. Getting scoring range, good. Now, you basically have to aggressively base, hope something fails, and just, like, force dice from the Kislev, which is always fun. Okay. Okay, ball-based. Now, what you should be doing here, you want to try to make it so that wherever this leaps, it's still got to make dodges, but it's still really not that easy to stop this score and this ball going wherever it wants to. I think you just need more pressure rather than scoring threats. But 2 scoring threats is good. Basing. Now you just gotta hope some dice work. For you. Jump up gets the knockdown. Would have been nice to have that block, guys. Still available. And is this the pass? Yeah, I don't know why either. Now here, your play is that you dive into a cage and hope for a surf. So what I would do, mark with a Chaos Warrior, and go for the cage dive with the surf. That's your only chance of tying up the game. You going in? No? Going for SPP, it looks like. Or maybe you forgot about the turn count. Either way, like, the only chance of stopping it at this point was diving into the cage. But if you're just accepting the loss and going for SPP, that's fine. Especially because your main player that was in range was a good piece. But no, that was a decent attempt. A little sloppy here and there, but overall it was a pretty good game. Roll to 6, yeah. Yeah, it's small, understandable mistake, and also, like, Kislev had some good dice when they were out of rerolls in the first half. Yeah, he would have had a chance. Would have had a chance. Would have been a hype play for sure. Also, another thing, definitely. Try and take a look at some Chaos games. Try to look for some 2-turn score examples. I have one that I did just a couple rounds ago against High Elves, if you need an example. Yeah, not bad. Then we have... I've already looked at this one. Now looked at this one. What was... This was another one. Okay. So that's 2 games down, 3 to go. And this one was like 2 rounds ago. So I'm going to skim through it a little bit more. More Morse. I love it. Okay, we're gonna skip setup on the lizard side. And this was before this blitzer was niggled, and before this blitzer was niggled. So this is multiple rounds ago. 5 skinks, 5 swords, 1 croc score. Fame for the Norse. Perfect defense is annoying. Perfect defense is really annoying against lizards. That's so obnoxious. Touchback is good. Okay, are we blitzing with an elf? No, okay, good. Yeah, red dye magic's good. And give this source surfable. Yes! I love it. I would have put him right next to the lineman, though, I think. 1 die magic. Good. Pushes are good. Don't follow. Yeah, and I think that's exactly what's happened, because this dice failed. Oh? It's a bad turn order, you should just blitz the ball. Bring in some skinks. Yeah, what? What? Okay, the lizards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skink, 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 skink. Right? Like, this is objectively the wrong play. Go after a skink with this. Good. Are we surf again? Trying to. That was a good hit, though. That was the right hit. Mighty Blow didn't proc on the stunty. This ball is not safe. So, this right here likely gets hit by a Croxagora, gets blitzed by the Saurus. No, because that's still covered by tackle stops. I don't like marking this more. This doesn't accomplish anything. And it just gets another player stuck. You'd really want to get as few players stuck on big guys as possible. Okay, going after the blitzer. Just a stun. Yeah, this started out horrendously unlucky with the perfect D. So we had to free up the ball somehow. Are we just going to dodge off on the 3+, is the question. One die surf with the ball. That is bold, but I don't hate it. It is a surf, and it is a Cavs. Okay, I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It was a play that gets the ball safe and gets rid of a lizard. And I'm not sure about the reroll. It's okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Bonehead blitz failure. That's why you don't blitz with big guys if you can avoid it. Because it loses you the activation of the player and the blitz. Whereas I think this could have just been a hit on the ball without that. I'm gonna tick off of all skills real quick. Yep, this is college. We have all college games today. We're playing catch-up this week a little bit for my Mentees match and for Outcast games. I was under the weather last week from some vaccines. And all of a sudden, I really want to buy Microsoft products. That was a bold frenzy hit. Oh yeah, it was just, you know, normal, get flu shot, get a COVID booster, run like a small fever and feel yucky. Wasn't anything major, but I feel great now. I feel great. Jump up hit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the surf there, just because it opens you up to a surf. More than anything else. Because right now, this can be pushed to right here, and we get a skink surf. I don't think going for the SPP from the hit is the right decision. It's still better to have an automatic injury roll. Especially because they're stunty. And you don't look at it for the SPP until later on in the game. Yep. Exactly. But this was several rounds ago. I do think that the surfing has been getting more and more refined as the season goes on, so that's great to see. Getting more and more comfortable with the frenzy. It's been really rough. Positionals have not been getting levels. This kick piece now has like 30 SPP, whereas there's like a blitzer with 6, another one unleveled. Both the Ulfs still don't have block. So the SPP grind has been rough. I'm not a fan of this. This is still... Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, this hadn't moved yet, had it? Yep, get it stuck on the sideline. This is probably surfable. It's at least trapped. Oh, my headset died. 1 second, let me plug that in. Okay, and this is where the lizard one dies. Saves the day. Still really want to hit skinks when we can, but we gotta free up the ball, which is hard. Okay, good. Okay, I like this blitz. Now go mark some skinks or something. Good. Now where's the ball go? That's right, the square hole. Stay, follow, whatever. This is going to get blitzed by the Croxagore. And you can always tell a rookie lizard coach, they love blitzing with a Croxagore. First action, Croxagore blitz, let's go. Yeah, that wasn't bad for Croc splits. I do think just marking the ball with it might have been better, though. But Mighty Blow is good. Mighty Blow is good against 87. Then Lizard picks up the ball and runs away, and that's just typical Lizard stuff. And then we get the ball down, and then another one comes and picks it up anyways. Okay, good catch. Mark the Crocs, good. Now screen off from behind. This Lizard's still able to just hit it. So base it or screen it or something. Good. Good. We could have also pushed that away. I'm not sure how good of an idea that was. Doesn't really matter. It's all pretty similar. Yep, two sure feet skinks. Okay, just a pushy. And I'm wondering if Bear's gonna be able to get the touchdown. Because right now, how I'm looking at it, you can either try a chain push or you can go for a frenzy blitz out. Yeah, I don't agree with the 1D at all there. Like, we come here to negate assist. Good. And blitz out. Good. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. And now you just get the 3+. Ah! Oh. That was good, though. That was right. That was right. I'm pretty sure that was right. It's okay to laugh. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Yeah, honestly, like, that was almost a really good recovery from Perfect D. And got some surfs, got some removals. Still, Even players. But Lizards going down players is way more impactful than Norse going down players. 4 Saurus. 4 Skinks. You just got to be careful and try to cover the maximum movement range of the Skinks. Yeah, it does depend which Lizard players, for sure. Like, going down 2 Skinks is not nearly as impactful as going down a Saurus and a Skink, which is not nearly as good as a 2 Saurus. But even if it's Skinks, Skinks are massively... Like, the more Skinks you have, the more potential you have to move around. Like, going from 5 Skinks to 4 is like, whatever. 4 to 3, mostly whatever. 3 to 2 does a lot more limiting. And 2 to 1 is dreadful. Lizards start off with some decent hits. And the hard thing here is the Lizards don't have to gain much ground to be in scoring range. Yeah. Lizards were down a source at the start of the game, yes. I don't mind the aggressive defense, but we don't have any players back to stop the ball. Yep. And that's not good. Yeah, I agree. Having a little bit of front protection, like a couple players to screen off, would have been better. This is not a safe ball, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Hit the ball. 1 GFI. And when the ball is behind you, don't keep committing to hitting in front. Don't just assume you're going to get the ball. You need to bring your players back to go after this ball. Because even if you get it free, they can scoop it up and run away with it. Because right now we've committed 3 players when we don't have the ball yet. Yep, reroll it. Good. Removal is massive. But yeah, if we brought those players back to deal with the ball... Thank you for the wisdom, Guava. And screenshot. I will send that to people that love silly ones like that. Ooh, I'm not a fan of the pickup first action. Please don't pass this. Please don't pass this. Oh, don't do that either. No, what are you... No, don't do it! Oh, that was the greediest like you didn't... You already had the ball safe. You don't have to do that. Screen off the Saurus. Hit the Skinks. Oh. Yeah, they both... That's really it, isn't it? It's playing like it's turn 16 every turn is how college games are. And I think that's because they see the No, that's not why. But like, fan theory is they see the end of a lot of games because you know the college community, they watch a lot of each other's games or minors or whatnot, that sort of thing. But yeah, and sine wave, you have it right. A lot of rookie Norse are like this as well. It's just that's so much that was so greedy. You didn't have to pass it. It's not even safer up here. It was just as safe if you just kept the sources off. Yeah, that's really the hard thing about it. Learning to do controlled all out. Like, and part of that is not knowing how to play defense without basing heavily. That sort of thing. But it is more terrifying to watch a mentee play than it is to play. Yeah, Norse are really hard. They're AV7, Strength 3, Agi 3 across the board. And then like they have a couple Agi 2 without block. Like Norse, I don't think Norse are a super easy team. Especially because a lot of the stuff on a Norse team sets you up for experiencing mistakes that you wouldn't as quickly on other teams. Like frenzy trapping yourself all around, across the entire game. You know, relying on things a little too much. It does teach you how to not play around other things, though. But it can be really hard to see your opening, because there's no clear, oh, we just 2+2+, easy. Or, oh, we just take all the 2 dice. Yeah, there wasn't a need to score there. Could have stalled easily. There was just like, a skink able to reach? But no, it's definitely learning when to go all out and when to play, because you have the advantage, play a little slower. It's very... That's like a really hard part of Blood Bowl. Not just for Norse, for any team. Another mistake we see a lot in newer coaches is you don't always have to build the full cage. Why is the Saurus here? What is going to be able to reach here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically, this could reach. But you can accomplish the same thing by having the Saurus here or here. Either of these 2 spots. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Lava. I mean, this is something I see even apart from rookie coaches. I see a lot of more experienced coaches do the same thing with cages. Did you do the dreaded 3-tile screen? Where you went player, tile, player? That's about what I think. I agree. If you ever get all the source in the same spot, you're in a great position against lizards. Until they just, like, skink out of it. Like, they can still get out of it, but, like, it is so hard to get out of it. Because, like, right now, this is super exposed. No way. Is it? Oh, the dodge. The Saurus dodged the screen off. Yeah, I think the The part about lizards that annoys me is their ability to just, like, roll some dice with skinks and turn all your hard work into still a loss. I dislike playing against lizards so much. Not because, like, it's a dreadful matchup, but because the games where you lose to lizards that you shouldn't have feel the worst. You see, it doesn't bother me as much with rats, though. It doesn't bother me as much with rats, because, like, I can see the outs, whereas, like, lizards, they just got a stunty movement 8, and it's just, Uh-oh. Oh, no! That's how the perm happened! And it was niggle into dead. Like, with rats, you know that they're going to do rat things, right? But you play around either forcing them to score, which you're going to because they're AV7 linemen that are, like, they're slightly speedy. That's their lineman mechanic. Whereas, like, if rats had more strength 4 pieces to protect their gutter runners, I would find them way more annoying. But yeah, the double niggle back to back. Turn 16 niggles. Oh, that's tragic. But yeah, that's won the game because the skink wasn't in scoring range. Norse deserve it. We'll be fair and balanced. Oh. If you made them cost more, you could balance it. Like, okay, what if we took away 2 gutter runners, but strength 4 linemen? And we increased the price of the linemen. Yeah, that wasn't terrible. Especially going against perfect defense can be really hard. Let's see. Then we have this one, I believe. We'll increase it to 60k. Aren't they already 60k? Or are they 50k? I thought Skaven linemen were already 60k. Oh, we got another Outcast game. Against some humans. Oh. Glava just wants every team to be Underworld. Oh. Very good, very good. No bench versus 1 bench. This setup is fine. You don't need full chevrons against humans unless they got a 4-catcher build, which this team does not. Dirty player kicker. This is a decent human team, though. And we get a blitz. So first of all, I want to... Since this is a chaos team, I like to go a little more in depth because I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. Just double checking there's no niggles. Okay. Now, no niggles. So what are we going for? We're going after the catchers, for sure. Because they got good skills, and blitzers, and yeah. Take the squishy stuff, so anything without block. After that, go for... It's all really the same. You're just going after the high-value pieces more than anything. Spacing out or staying together are both fine. Like, staying together does give the guard the ability to proc. But it also, if they do that, you know, you still have your players in the center, which is nice. Not full committing, I like that. I'd draw this player a little more central, I think. But covering this hole that's going to appear when something gets hit, it's also fine. Marking the ball. It's not bad. Also, hitting the Mighty Blow piece would also be great. Mighty Blow, guard. Kick is kind of meh. Dirty player's great to hit. Catchers. It's really hard to go wrong on what you hit. As long as you think about why you're hitting something. Whether it's for position or trying to get a removal. I would probably even foul the Mighty Blow. Even more than that, I would probably foul the guard piece just as much. Yep, humans are all bunched up. Shouldn't be the end of the world for them, though. Okay, I like this. This opens up a hit here. Okay. Bring the block player back. We don't have to go too far back with our safeties. Because catchers, we know where the catchers are. Don't mind that. Hold up the screen. Bring the movement back. Are we just going columns? I don't hate that, actually, not taking that hit. Don't let it get free, force more commitment to get it free. This is very good. This Chaos Warrior is a little far from the team, though. Going to get isolated. It's going to be hard to get back into the play. So you got to be careful with your Chaos Warriors. They're a bit slower. And this is going to be blitzed. You make that a 3-die. You've been doing pretty well at that, though. Unless, of course, there's a hit on the ball, which I don't think there will be. That being said, I don't hate blitzing this lineman and marking the ball. Forcing some dodges. Base that with a couple players. That's... One player probably won't do. Oh, you're okay. You're just making it a 3-die. I like that. Very good. Very good. Just got some columns, which is still fine. Wouldn't hate a follow there. If you followed there, it forced 2 activations to get a 2-die, which is pretty good. Because it would be a stand-up and a move to give an assist. And AV9 breaks at times. And yep, what Glava said, offset columns can be punished. So you can like blitz through the back and dodge off. It's not a big deal here though, because that's not the desperation play the humans are looking for yet. I would likely blitz that. We don't have to make more space here. Humans are just going back and forth right now, which is good for the chaos. Just make sure you don't overcommit your Chaos Warriors too far from the middle. They have troubles rejoining the play. Yeah, this is pretty good from both of them. I think the humans are top of the division, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that. But Outcast's games have been great. First of all, they're playing humans. Oh. Why no Ogre? I think this is the team where the Ogre got strength busted turn 1 of the first game. Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, this is the team where the Ogre got strength busted immediately. Or it might not have been first turn, but it was like the first game. They are the second of the division. Nice. Yeah, I know there was one team that, like, it got permed first game. And I think humans are one of the teams where the Ogre is nice to start with, but at a certain TV you don't buy it again if it dies. Because you mainly get it for the Mighty Blow, and then like it levels and you get a guard. Or it levels and gets block, and then he's an actual amazing player. Okay. I would deny some more space, so I'd be coming like right here. So here is something I'm saying. There's a lot of time where instead of taking the space and negating a square, you go back to complete the column rather than just claim the space. So I would much rather take this tile and negate forward progression here than to have a true column. It doesn't have to be a true column to still be good. Because the thing that the column prevents is it prevents the follow-up. But the gap still covers space. So if your player is here and already activated, I would just go ahead and take the extra space. It's a minor thing that I would be doing more often. Because right here, you've just given the humans an extra square if they want to take it. Okay? And this is a hard spot, because you want to prevent them from coming all the way back around. But you can do that just... This warrior doesn't have to move. You're giving up space for no reason. And then you're no longer parallel with this warrior either. And it's also one of those things, the weakest part of your defense should probably be the end. Because everyone else can swing back around, whereas if they burst through the center, that's still fine. Minor things is for minors. Yeah. Because here with the gap in the center, they're able to squeeze through here relatively easily. And get pressure around the side, yep. Human coach is playing really solid though. Like this is a really good college game. This is really good. We're committing really hard to just doing columns. I don't think that's right here. Like, I think the Chaos Warrior being here is fine. But this Go can, like, just come and base this lineman. Blitzing the lineman, that's fine. This side's going to be really open now. So we put a lot of defense up here, but because we're committing to columns, we're not going to be able to shore up this side very well. Yeah, because the humans are just going to run around this way. Columns are good in moderation. They're good in moderation. They're good with a purpose. Yeah. Too narrow. I agree. They are taking advantage of the space. They are blocking the hole, which would have been a 1-die. They are protecting from the back. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. They are closing up this hole, which could have been open. Yeah, this was really good by the humans. How dare they? Why can't they just leave it open for me to come and destroy the ball carrier? Oh yeah, this is way better than I played starting out too. But Filler, I also didn't think that you were that bad starting out either. Okay. It is true that I have regrets. Oh, I understand. I understand. Have you gotten worse, or has everybody worse than you walked away from the game? Thereby making you lower relatively. Good turn 8 score. Yeah, I think a slightly better defense on turn 6 and 7 by the Chaos, and they could have prevented that score. I'm still here. Yeah, but you're playing Underworld, so it's like we can't tell if it's you or the team. It's all good. Oh. Vamps are fun. Vamps are fun. Vamps are like okay when they're not fresh. Fresh vamps are awful though. They're so bad. They're so bad. I love vamps though. They're so fun. I'm glad I don't play only vamps though. I would go insane. Are we setting up for one turn? Or are we setting up for like potential riot? Are we setting up for a foul? Setting up for a blitz into more hits? Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, it's great for learning things like pain, suffering, the highs and lows. I mean, yeah, it's also just like I think you need a frenzy piece to one turn with movement 6 anyways. This looks like a foul though. That's a blitzer on the line. I would have just shoved the dirty player there. Is this a rookie? No, he's got 3 SPP. Foul it. Foul it. I'm immensely disappointed. It was a positional. We could have fouled it. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Yeah, you foul first there. You foul first. And it is 10 versus 11. 11 being the Chaos. Chaos can go for the win here, I think. You just have to decide if you think you can get the win or if you're going to accept the tie. If you want to go for the win, you have to score faster. Like a 2 or 3 or 4 turn score. No, there was a Beastman free. There was a Beastman free. There was a Beastman that hadn't moved yet. What do you mean? Roll back the tapes. Yeah. This Beastman right here. Or this Beastman. I mean, they have block, yeah. And if we didn't follow that, we could have fouled with this Beastman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would have been a GF5, but yeah. We could have fouled with this Beastman if we didn't follow. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear it. He can block him from coming back to the mortal coil. Ooh. Let's set ups a little bit. Pitch invasion? That was a pitch invasion. At this point, I'm probably content with the draw. Just gotta do your best to protect your players. Okay, if you get a removal here, you're probably doing fine. Blitz the dirty player. That's a removal. Might be able to get a win still. I'm confused. You hit the human and it didn't die. What is this? Really needs to get Mighty Blow on this player. Imagine if the goat got sent off. I mean, yeah. There's multiple block codes. It's okay. It's okay. And, like, what if the blitzer was off? Imagine the blitzer was gone. Dead. Boom. Kabam. Fouls are good, actually. I mean, ignore that. That didn't happen. That was just a love tap. Fouls are good, actually. Trust me. Source, just trust me, bro. Oh, they do have a Reb? Oh, yeah. Okay. That was a good foul anyways. With Dirty Player. The Block Warrior, a.k.a. the Good Warrior. And it looks like Outcast might be going for the draw here. Which is fine, acceptable. The real fun play would have been serving this player. Yep, humans just taking their punches, slowing down the chaos. That's all they got to do. Or, you know, steal the ball. That works too. Gaining some position on the side. Wonder if we're going for... Are we going for a handoff? Potentially, potentially. We are leaving players behind. That is one thing we're doing. Dodge is correct. Yeah, that was bad. It'd be even better if this was in scoring range, because then that's a lot of threat. Well, yeah, but if you're gonna stand him up, you dodge him. I don't mind leaving them on the ground, because if they want to, it leaves a player there for the humans, and you've got a numbers advantage already as the Chaos. They can either swing back the other way or they can punch up the middle. Which is what I think I would do. I think I would probably... No, we can probably just come through here. Blitz the kicker. Humans are pretty fast. Moves 6 and 7 across the board. You're not safe. You're not safe. Red dice. 1 die, actually. Ah, that's better. Still punch. That's much better. That's okay, but that's really far back. It's really far back. I would have rather had him here. And that gives up a lot of space that you just claimed. The legs allow them to suck at any part of the field. Yeah, I will say, like, a key part of the back and forth strategy is you need to keep your forward progress on the side of the field you're swinging away from. KO helps. Because you gave up a decent amount of space over here. Also, I think I would have just gone ahead and blitzed through this guy, and you could have claimed this forward space as well. I don't think it's that big of an issue either, because you're just claiming the middle. You're on a bit of a ball. This is a little greedy. A little greedy on that reroll. Could have taken the push just fine. But you did have 3. Claw and palm. That's another combo. Rookie Norse and Frenzy Traps. And this ball... Claw bomb is included in green. Fair, fair. Gotta free this up. I'm looking over to the left side more than anything of where to go. This also frees it up, I think. Blitz with this player? Yep. Push here would have freed the ball, so I think that was actually the right hit to start with, was blitzing with this warrior. That's too diceable. Because guard. Yeah, follow was a mistake. It was safer where it was. But it was a minor mistake. But overall, this was a pretty good game. Chaos desperately need a Mighty Blow piece. Ball carrier followed a block they shouldn't have. Got hit on 2 dice. Ball got free. Ball got picked up. That's what happened, Guava. I think we got scoring threats? Yeah, we got scoring threats. So it's all about freeing up the ball now. I would have gone ahead and taken the hit on the ball carrier. It's right here. I'll get that out of my face. Right here, that would have been... one die? One die on the ball with a reroll. Very good. Mark this. Blitz here. One dice on the ball is really good. You don't want to pass that up. Then here we're going to be forced to a one die on the ball, maybe a two die. You can get two die with string four, right? Yep, and then you follow. I would have rather hit this the other direction. It didn't end up mattering, though. Yeah, that wasn't a bad game. Rough ending. But offense is the hard part of Blood Bowl. Offense is really hard. Even if this was a knockdown, it could have been caught by somebody, bounced around. But no, this was a good attempt. A little bit of improvement to be made, but not a bad game overall. Good MVP. Okay MVP. Still a level. And then last game should be against some Delph. Norse against Delph. Let's go. And then after this, we'll like raid somebody if there's anybody online. Go to added skills. There's no assassins on this team, right? Exactly, Glava. You got it. There are mobile games in your neighborhood. Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, it's raining. We got some Norse against Delph. Okay, hits. Okay, this was my fault. This was my fault. I didn't clarify what I meant about Boomer. Boomer is a great piece for defense. You put them on the line of scrimmage, AV9, and with block, and they're just a better lineman. But even in offense, they're still fine. They're an AV9 piece for a drive, which is pretty good. But usually when you take Boomer on Norse, you use them on defense. But you can also use them to foul at the end of the drive, yeah. And there's actually a bribe, so Boomer can do multiple drives. But you don't want to do that if Boomer's going to be sent off anyways. So, like, if you go down a player, like, let's say you get a Kaz, don't bribe to keep Boomer on the field. Because they will just come on for another drive if you've scored, and then go off. Hey, Trunk, how's it going? That's a good Kaz. Yeah. Boomer is just a line piece. You don't... Oh, and we re-rolled it? Oh, no! And you... Oh, yeah. This is... You ignored the bomb part of Boomer. Man. Can anybody think of other Norse coaches who have also done the same thing with Boomer? Like during Challengers Cup. Name Poinkus. I'm sure we can think of somebody. Oh. Oh no. So this is what happens when you recommend a couple options for inducements, and then you forget that people don't understand how bombers work yet. It did have 5 SPP though. Let's give them some credit. It had 5 SPP. Oh no. Oh no. There, I think this was my fault. I didn't warn you properly. Yep, basing with the witch is terrifying prospect. Four players got armor broken off of that. I don't like this dodge. I don't like this dodge. But should have been here. This is something Bear's done a good bit. Is a little bit of turn ordering. Needs to be a little more conscientious of which way you're doing things. Wait, what? Oh, that doesn't have wrestle. Oh, I was looking at this one. Oh, okay, so that's another turn ordering thing from the Dark Elves. Both of these players need to slow down and think and move things that don't take dice first, and not throw bombs in the rain over top of your own players. Okay, I like this hit. This hit is good. We brought players back to help with the ball. It's a turn late, but we did it. We failed the pickup. We roll it because we're kind of forced to. And the rain does not help the Norse at all. Okay. It looks safer than it was. It is in the Norse hands. I would put them there. It's harder for them to score there. But just jump up. Okay. Ball is free. Yeah, but it was hard to make it better than a one die. Wait, what? Wait a minute. What? Now I'm really confused. How does this not score? What? Because this game ends 0-0. How? I'm not sure of that yet. And we're not bringing players back to force the ball. Wait. And we're taking no block hits before we're dealing with the ball. You need to wait with the Ulf hits. And we threw the bomb? And it worked. The plan was relying on Boomer. Boomer is not a consistent piece. Bombs are 50-50 if they land next to somebody. I would have not relied on... Oh, this is my fault. This is all my fault. I gave incomplete advice. But yeah, also just need to start bringing more players back towards the ball. I'm getting conflicted messages here, Bazik and Glava. Ugh. I trained you wrong on purpose. As a joke. Anime protagonist energy. People die when they're killed. Okay, we are not taking the Ulf Edge yet, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I know it makes sense in context, but it's also just a funny quote. The archer is of the archer class. That's another good one from one of the Fate stays. This is a good chain push. I like that. Yeah, but can you blame them? It's so funny. It's so funny. Norse are really split up, not how they really want to be. We already have Innocence. We don't gotta do that. Yeah, the Agi 5 just rolling all the ones did not help. Why are we blitzing with the Ulf before doing other things with no rerolls? Like, at least take this hit. This is a 2-die. Take this 2-die before that 2-die. This is how games get lost to elves, because you just don't respect them near the ball. We have so many players isolated way up the pitch as if we already have the ball, but we don't have the ball. And we're getting saved by being really lucky that the elves are not picking up the ball. Please hit the lineman. Scoring threat, good. Should have done that a little earlier in the turn, though. Blitz the Witch Elf. Because Blitz Elves are Agi... No, not Agi. AV7. And as you've noticed over your last few games, AV7 gets punched. And it hurts. Got good removals, though. So we're down 1, they're down 4. Oh. I don't. Is that like a copy pasta I'm unaware of? Oh, what are these ones? All the ones. NBA copy pasta. Okay, okay. My favorite copy pasta is the one where it's like, you know, oh yeah, I met X celebrity, and I went up and I got up the courage to ask them for an autograph, and something. Ah, yeah, I really don't want to bother you. You mean like you're doing right now? Huh? He started pointing at me, going, huh? Yeah, should have battled Boomer. Also, yes, exactly, Trunk. Sneaky thing we could have done. Instead of going for this long bomb pass, hand it off to Boomer. Boomer runs and throws with accurate. Tap forehead. Oh, he's only at you 2? Really? Never mind, don't do that. Don't hand off to Edge 2 in the rain. What am I saying? But yeah, that was a pretty unlikely score anyways, but if we brought players back to protect the ball, we wouldn't have given up so many chances for the Elves to score. It's actually just really, really lucky that they did. Like, exceedingly lucky. Like, whenever there's an Agi 5 on the pitch, you gotta respect it. Oh. Can you tell that it's game 5 of the cast? I start saying some really dumb stuff. Yeah. Using the bribe there is... Oh. Okay, maybe continue more vigorously saying dumb things. Yep, put Boomer on the LOS. That's what he's here for. He's AV9. He's meant to get punched. Nice weather. Better for the Norse than the Elves. This Witch Elf is in danger. You punch this. Every time. And still down 4 Elves. So the North should be in a really good spot for this drive. Going after Boomer, the AV9 piece. Because he has a bomb. I'd almost rather go after the movement piece. Yep. AV7 is a stronger protector. Yeah. Which is somewhat protected. Basing up aggressively works when you're 4 players ahead. Punch the agility piece. Punch the agility piece. Okay, we're still hitting the witch. I like that. Get strength forward. I don't like that pass. Yeah, this is very potato. Yeah, the Ulst didn't exist. Now go ahead and blitz See where you're getting your pieces. Good. Yes, it is a movement 7 kick liner. What's your question? Yeah, I don't like the loner hit before blitzing. Skulls into pushes. But it's okay, the elves cannot dodge. And the elves are blitzing backwards. I think it might have. But I don't keep track of that stuff very closely when I'm backseat coaching. Hammer comes up. Yeah, these are college. Oh. Not huge on the elf hits first. I would rather get the threat on the ball. I like basing the down player. That is good. College is more competent. We've seen some pretty good games today. And also we've seen some, you know, typical college growing pains. Okay. That's unfortunate. Now, you didn't have to come around to this side to do that. You could have just marked here. Oh no, stop relying on the bomb! You could just blitz the ball! Oh no! Please, don't do it enough! Oh no! This is my fault! I should have never recommended Boomer and used them as a line piece. The power of the boom is too alluring. Oh. You just had to hit the ball. You had 4 dice on the ball before. No, wait. Did we have 8 dice on the ball? I think we had 8 dice on the ball and we threw a bomb at it. There, this is all my fault. I'm so sorry. Wait, what? Why wasn't it a blitz on the ball? Hit the ball. No, hit the ball. Bear, the ball's right here. No, the ball is not stopped. This is just a 3+. 3+, 2+. This is not hard to get out. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, what is this game? Don't throw a bomb. Okay. Why hit the ball when it hits itself? Glava, I'm not falling for that again. That made me have a aneurysm last time I tried to read it out loud. Oh. Yeah, it's the same problems across the 3 games. Yeah, it's just you need to focus on the ball. Like, I think it can almost entirely be summed up. You need to focus on the ball. You're not bringing players back to protect it. You're not bringing players back to aggress on it. You're just assuming that you'll get the ball and playing up ahead of it. Has been a lot better at not basing super aggressively, though. It's been doing much better at basing more conservatively. And we're also we've used rerolls so fast. We aren't saving a reroll for the ball. Please don't throw another bomb. Please don't throw another bomb. Yeah, this game should have been a loss in the first half. But then, like, this half, it should have been a win. But I think it was excitement over using Boomer. Excitement over using Boomer lost this game. Not lost it, but, like, drew it. What? Please pick up the ball before taking non-block hits. Boomer does have accurate. Boomer does have accurate. Oh, it's like watching Poikus. It is exactly like watching Poikus. It's the same mistakes. Management needs you to find a difference between these two players. Yeah, they got overexcited and didn't think long enough on their turns. Oh! And if you had a reroll, might have had it. That was the roughest game of Bears I've seen. And to be fair, they were playing without 2 blitzers. However, there's a lot to unpack for both coaches. I would recommend. Yeah. It's we see it often with college coaches that when things start getting weird, a lot of things go out the window in the form of fundamentals, because it's like they both panic and they've never been in a situation that weird. And like you see that with college and minors coaches. It's just and it's one of those things. It's hard to cover a lot of the weird things and what to do when things start going out the window. You know what? I hope it was a fun game, because that game was wild. There was some wild stuff going on. I hope that Bear really enjoyed Boomer. And I also hope that Bear doesn't throw bombs over his own players or use Boomer at the start of turns. Ugh. There are times when it's correct, when it's like the way you win the game. But that was... I think Boomer knocked down more Norsemen than elves. However, Boomer also did prevent a touchdown. So who am I to talk? Yeah, it really depends on your mentality. Really depends on your mentality. But honestly, that game looked as wild as like my game against Michaels a couple weeks ago. Just absolute shenanigans going on. Okay, but that will be the last game. I'm gonna check if there's anybody to raid at the moment. Oh yeah, it was great to watch, but that was not played super well. Like, that's a game where if this wasn't Rebbl, the Rookie League, and we weren't trying to help people learn how to play, I would just sit back and laugh while casting. Like, that's a game, like, if you see that on stream, things are going pretty wild. Yeah, it could be that too. It could just be getting tired in the second half is definitely a thing. Yeah, no, I agree, Glava. I know, I still, like, in long games, turn 16, I still get tired. So that could definitely be part of it. I'm not seeing anyone that I'm looking to raid, though. So I'm going to sign off here. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for having some fun, having some banter. Raid Shadow Legend. Yes, correct. All right. Goodbye, everybody.